Hello and welcome to Money Control. Today we have with us Shahana Goswami, one of the most compelling actresses in Bollywood. She has been working in the industry since 2006 and her film Santosh by Sandhya Suri is Britain's official Oscar entry, which is screening at DIFF this year. So welcome Shahana.
Thank you so much.
So congratulations. How does it feel? Your film is going to the Oscars.
It's great. I mean, it was very unexpected, and I love surprises in life. So I think it's been like one of those moments where it was not even a thought, and then it's suddenly happening, and so you just get to celebrate it for what it is, and
Right.
yeah, exciting.
Great, great. So how did the film come about? Like you've known Sandhya from before?
No, not at all. I had no connections to Sandhya. Sandhya's born and raised. I mean, she grew up in England, and somehow we didn't have any overlaps before with her. She's done a short film called The Field as well, but we somehow never had any run-ins, and it was very bizarre because actually Zwigato had premiered, and at the premiere, Mukesh and Sanjay Bishnoi, who's also in the film,
Yeah.
who was then helping Mukesh with the casting, they had come to watch Zwigato, and having watched the film, they were like, "You have to come and audition for Santosh."
Yeah.
And literally the next day, I met Sandhya because she was visiting casting for the character, and I met her, and I didn't even know that I was going to do an audition. I thought I was just meeting her, and then we ended up impromptu doing some scenes and auditioning. And before I knew it, it was kind of like, oh, can we do some chemistry tests with prospective Sharmas, and then which is the other character in the film, and then and then suddenly I was told, okay, this is happening.
Right.
And then when I read the script, it was something that was so compelling. Like
Right.
she wrote such a fantastic script,
Right.
and of course clearly executed it equally well, but
Right.
it was the script that I think really kind of pulled everyone into it.
You had an emotional moment before, like
Yeah. I have a lot of imposter syndrome in life, including watching myself doing this interview and saying, why am I being interviewed? But I think it's just one of those things because, we all have various insecurities that we live with, and it's good to be able to acknowledge these things to yourself and to others. And but I think I'm not a trained actor. I got into films very accidentally and immediately, very little, and I'm not very comfortable being on stage either. I don't enjoy that process. So, but film is my calling in that sense. Like when I am in front of the camera, I thrive, but I just keep feeling like, why me? And with Santosh, I think I'd got to a point where I was doing, this is probably the second time in my life that I was doing a film which was entirely about my character. And the other film I'd done was 10 years before that, which was a Bangladeshi film called Under
Yes.
Construction. Yeah. And just the fact that I was doing this film, and whenever you're playing a character that is far removed from your own reality, in a sense, in terms of what you've lived and what you know, in terms of your socioeconomic background, in terms of the circumstances of your life, and I keep feeling like maybe this added sense of responsibility in terms of making it authentic but not making it feel enacted.
Right.
But my own judgment is so strong, so, and I don't have a process as an actor in terms of getting into character. So I think I was in a phase where I was speaking to my friends who are actors, and I would watch their work and appreciate the fine-tuned aspects of their thing. And I had a moment where I was like, I have done no prep. I tried doing prep and I failed at doing prep. And I was like, I don't know who Santosh is. What am I doing? Why have they taken me? What am I going to do? Tomorrow's shoot starts and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm totally unprepared. So
But how? But the stepping into the character, how did you go about it? As a female cop,
it's
did you have any precedent? Like recently, we are seeing a lot of female cops on
cops.
screen.
Yeah, I didn't. I have played a cop before actually in a series called The Last Hour, but that was a very different milieu. She was more somebody from my background, my milieu, and it was set in the Northeast, which has a different flavor anyway. And but this one, we did have, some access to the research that, of course, Sandhya had done, and we met a few female cops and people that she had worked with during her research time, and that kind of helped to be able to observe people in their working space, because I think our idea of cops comes from films that we've watched.
Yeah.
So a lot of these professional worlds, you only know them through what you've watched
Correct.
in cinema.
Correct.
And
And
then
mostly those have been male
yes,
cops.
but also just the milieu is something that is it's based not on a real experience of having seen it. So I think that really helped because there is a kind of nonchalance to something that you do on a daily basis,
Right.
including when you have an inquiry happening on something that is difficult. Like, we have this idea that it becomes self-serious and the person will be like righteous all the
Yeah.
time. They're not. There for them, it's mundane, it's everyday
Right.
in a sense, and that's part and parcel. It's like how we think सर्जन्स बड़े सीरियसली सर्जरी करते हैं, वो गाने वाने सुनते सुनते सर्जरी करते हैं, एक दूसरे से गॉसिप करते हुए करते हैं. इट्स नॉट लाइक so it was a bit of that, but I think I always say I get by with a lot of help from my friends. So that's why I like film as a process, because
Right.
you have a lot of space where people are constantly holding you, whether it's, the camera, the lighting, your co-actor, the director, the props, the movement, the space, the clothes you wear. It's all helping you come into that being. So for me, even getting into the costume, getting into the look, the character as it's written, the scenes that you're playing out, you kind of, I feel like you just have to let things happen actually as an actor.
Usually, cop, like, it's a position of power, and so when women play positions of power, they tend to behave like men.
Yes.
So that finesse, did you sort of like, what did you bring to the table? What did Sandhya tell you to sort of?
So one is that in Santosh, there is a graph because she comes in being a complete beginner in a sense. You see her coming into that, but not just beginner in terms of like the job, but she's also a very unsure person, and she comes, you see her in a very frail moment of her life, and she slowly learns the ropes and begins to find her identity and her power as a cop, and then the journey of the disillusionment of that as well.
Right.
So it was a very interesting graph, and that graph was also very clearly
Absolutely.
designed in that sense. So it was easier for me to play with that.
Right. So recently you've done a TV series with
Yes, Australian. 4 years later.
4 years later. You mentioned Rubaiyat Hussain from Bangladesh.
Yes.
And you were the played the lead. Then you played Korvo.
Khense Norbu's, yes, Vara. Yeah.
So tell me about, like, is it more gratifying as an actor to work in these cross-border productions, or is it that Bollywood doesn't have roles for people like you?
I'm greedy and hungry, man. As an actor, I want to do it all. I would love to experience everything from, Karan Johar, Aditya Chopra to Khense Norbu or Jim Jarmusch or Vankar Wai. I mean,
Right.
my greatest desire is to also work with Almodovar, but yeah. Now that he's making English language films, maybe it can happen.
Yeah.
And his film is screening right after ours, so maybe that's a sign. But but yeah, I think I'm just hungry to be able to do, and I would love to be able to do films that that are shown all over the world. I think that's also the other thing that I love about cinema, is that it's so universal in its accessibility. And as an audience also, I feel that having consumed films in different languages from different parts of the world, different cultures, and you still feel so deeply moved by and deeply connected to films despite that. And that's something that I enjoy as a person being part of films as well. So as an actor, I would like to collaborate with as many kinds of people from all over, however many languages, skills, roles, positions I have to fill and learn and grow into. I would love. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Next, we see you in Kanu Bell's Dispatch opposite Manoj Vajpayee. Can you talk a little about your character?
So Shweta is like the entire graph of that character is, there was a kind of very short but very precise graph in terms of being in a relationship which is already failing. So you see them in an already failing relationship, and you see the last dregs of trying to save it and then giving up.
Right.
So it was like that last gasp of air and then the ending sigh, which I thought was a very interesting aspect of a journey of a relationship, and to be seen in as a character that only appears. So there's there was so much to play with, and Kanu was a great director to work with as an actor. And even though we had very little time on this film together, but I really enjoyed the experience of working with him because he is a very unique filmmaker in the way he makes films, and besides the language of his cinema as well. So. But yeah, and to get to work with Manoj was, of course, a dream, and that was both these dreams of working with Kanu and Manoj were fulfilled in this, and but it was a very fulfilling experience to do that, and that film is also hopefully coming
In December.
in December
So
on
you
Z.
work with some phenomenal female directors.
My God, I have more female directors I've worked with than male directors. Yeah.
So, and you worked with Nandita Das twice.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what is it that women directors bring to the table that male directors don't?
You know, this question, of course, I get asked that a lot, and I don't feel like I see any gender difference. I will say that there are differences in personalities, but that personality difference, I have worked with very sensitive male directors, you know, and I enjoy the process of getting into a director's head, like whether it's Khense Norbu, whether it's Arjun Bali, whether it's Abhishek Kapoor, whether it's Anubhav Sinha. They're all very sensitive men. So it's not like I have, and you know, I have also worked with very sensitive and strong women as well. So it's not really a gender difference that I see, but I feel very happy and very privileged that in a time as we live in today, and Nasiruddin Shah, my first director, you know, what a joy and what a privilege. But I just feel fascinated that at a time when this is something that is a need in terms of having more representation, having more of a voice, and trying to find a more equal grounding for representation across the board, and of course women's representation being on top of the list, because that's been a fight that you know, that imbalance has been there for a long time. That in the middle of that milieu, that I've ended up actually working with more with female directors and more South Asian. They're all South Asian directors. They're all Indian directors actually, you know, or South Asian directors. So that to me is amazing, and I feel very, very privileged to be a part of that. Yeah.
Do true friendships exist in Bollywood?
Absolutely. I would say this is the function of. I do agree that there is an element of the profession being a certain way that can make it hard, perhaps. But I have really, really close friends, and I think that it's to do with, again, your personality. It's to do with how much. And my guess would be that the people who have trouble making friends in whatever industry they are, they probably have trouble making friends anywhere in their life. So I'm very blessed with really great quality of friendships.
And fair skin obsession becoming less in Bollywood, or no?
I think so. I feel like I never had that, you know, even though I have every reason to have been rejected or felt that I was or had that reaction to my skin. I was never I never felt that discrimination. In fact, I felt included in places that I would have imagined that I would not have access to, or not be welcomed, or not be. So I personally haven't, but I've seen it play out, and I've heard enough stories from people where it's played out.
Have you heard about Me Too cases in Bollywood?
Also, I've heard, again, something that I personally have not experienced, but I have heard from people, and I have known of these experiences that friends or friends of friends have had. Yeah.
But there's no body like WCC in Malayalam cinema in Bollywood that's fighting against it.
No. Yeah. And I guess, unfortunately, but I think, you know, sometimes I keep thinking that things that are not happening is also a good way for things to happen. So sometimes, like, you have to hit a certain rock bottom or a dead end for people to then do something. So if it's not happened yet, it will happen.
Right. You're a Delhi girl. So Delhi or Bombay?
Bombay.
On that note, Shahana, we'll end this interview. Thank you so much for talking to Money Control. Please
Thank you.
Money Control. Thank you.